Hello folks, this is Patrice here. I'm doing this video today to show you how to practice on your chord changes. If you're at that stage now, you're supposed to know all the main chords we're going to be dealing with. You have to know the shapes, you have to know the name of the chords. We're going to be dealing with those following chords. They're very essential. E, that's this fellow here, right? Okay, your index is on the G string first fret, and then your second finger goes up to the A string second fret, and on the D string second fret as well, you're gonna have your third finger, just like this. Okay? And it sounds like this. Nice. To remember the shape, a good tip is to you see, you visualize the shape here. It looks like the rooftop of a house. The second finger is always on the top. You don't want to be doing things like that. It's not good. This is the right fingering. So that's E major, E, right? And then the second one is A minor. It's basically the same shape here. Make sure you're doing the fingerings right. You really have to know the shape of the chords, memorize them really well. It's the same as E, but down one string. And it sounds like this. Very nice. And then what you do, you can switch between those two. It's the same shape, right? So you try to move your fingers at the same time. You know, as a single unit. You don't want to be doing like this one first and then those two. You can do probably this on the start, but then soon enough you're gonna have to change them all together. Nice. Okay. And the aim of the game is really, when you're working on those changes, to do it consistently every day. You take 2 or 3 minutes for each changes. You take a couple of chords. Here it's E and A minor, and you just change between them as much as you can. There's other exercises in chord changes, but this one is the primary one, and you just have to do it. Okay. Okay, so that's E and A minor. The other one we could put in the mix, and it is a very other common chords, it's C. And it looks like this. It's a bit of a stretchy chord. Okay. Here the first finger, the index is on the B string, first fret, and then you're going to put your second finger on the D string here, and then on the A string, third fret. That's the third finger there. Okay, that's a little bit stretchy. That sounds like this. Remember, when you're doing your chords, you have to make sure that you have enough pressure under the fingers, and also you have to twist your wrist enough on the front. You have to put your wrist enough on the front so your fingers are straight enough. If they're too flat, that's not going to sound good, right? So this sounds better. So then you can switch this one with A minor. Remember that that's the second one. We had E here, and then A minor, and then we have added C. That's a C chord. So here we go. And the great thing about those two is that, first of all, they're very common. You're gonna find them in song a lot. And you have only one finger to change. Look at that. Wow, beautiful. that third finger here is moving from the G string second fret to the top there. Some people will find it very hard to put it there, but you know, again, 2 or 3 minute switches as best as you can. Make sure your chords are ringing clean. If they're not perfectly clean, that's fine, but I have to work on the switch. Just do one downstroke on your rhythm hand, no more than that, right? And here we go. Okay, so next I'm going to introduce you to 2 new chords. E minor. E minor, it's a very easy one. Basically you put your finger on the second fret of the A string here. That's your index, and the second finger will go on the same fret on the D string, just like that. It sounds like this. Nice chord. Okay. And you're going to try and switch this one from E minor to another new one, which is G. G, all your fingers are involved. You see here, there's several ways of doing G, but this is the most common shape, right? So your first finger will be actually on the second fret, A string. Second finger will go on the top string this time, third fret, okay? Make sure you have the fingerings right. And then you're gonna put the third finger and the pinky on the third fret of the 2 bottom string, okay? Now this one is going to be a little bit tricky to do at first, okay? You have to memorize those shapes, okay? And here's the thing, between E minor and G, there's one finger in common here. You can keep that finger in place. The index can stay where it is, and just for 2 or 3 minutes every day, you just work on that switch. It's not gonna be as perfect as I'm doing here at first, but you have to keep doing until you get it right. Okay? Fine. So now I'm going to introduce you to another chord, which is D. You see this one. You can check out the fingerings on the PDF file that I gave you. You first open chords. This time I'm having my index on the G string, second fret. The second finger is on the bottom string, E string, second fret as well. And you're going to put your third finger in the middle string here. That's the B string, and on the third fret. It looks like a triangle or delta. It sounds like this. Okay? Make sure you're doing the right finger. Don't do anything like this, or always the index at the top here. Okay? Second at the bottom, and your third finger in the middle. Okay? Take a good picture of all those shapes. And you're going to change this chord with G. G. And you can go to D and then back up. You see, my third finger here can stay in place as well. To put your you don't have to leave those fingers in place. You can change everything if you want. as long as you work on your switch. 2 to 3 minutes every day, right? I just recap all the chords. E, see? Similar shape, one string down, we have A minor. Okay. Then from A minor you go to C. You only have one finger to change. Wow. That's my favorite one. Okay. And then we have E minor and G. Probably the most difficult one to do. The change in itself is okay, but the G chord is quite hard to do. And then we have D. Okay? So that's what you do. You take those couples and you change between them at least 2 or 3 minutes every day. That's the deal. You know, if you really want to get into songs, then these chords, obviously there's other chords, but those chords here that I just showed on the video are very, very common. You can play hundreds of songs with that. So it's important to have a fluid chord change. I have to keep working on that. It's small baby step, but you really have to practice it, right? It's really important. Okay, so thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.